Hello, my name is Chuck Williams, and we've got a Monday night Zoom tonight. We're having a testimonial night where we're going to share some different stories. And I've got several people that have got just phenomenal stories that they're going to share. We're going to start with Mr. Kwangsoo Shin. Kwangsoo, I'd like you to share your story from an all-around perspective, both from a product standpoint and as a business opportunity for you and your family. So, Kwangsoo, why don't you share before you have to leave us here?
All right, thanks, Chuck. Uh, Basically, I joined Isagenix just for the business side. So, as a lot of you know, that I've always wanted to build Korea, and Isagenix was going to go to Korea, so that's how I started the journey. And I got into Isagenix, and also I got into network marketing because I've been an entrepreneur all my life, and 2008 really changed what entrepreneur can do when they start a new business. Uh, the network marketing offered a good opportunity because I don't have to have $1 million to start the business. So when I started as a Genix, I was on the track to open Korea and achieve success, and I did. But the funny thing is, uh, I really didn't care about the product that much because we were doing almost $1 billion in business. I knew that this was highly sought after product. I don't have to have my personal uh, taste to confirm it. That was the beginning. So, I took the product because you had to. But as you know, that changed after several months. I mean, I'm a Korean descent, and I like eating rice and kimchi and Korean barbecues. So, I had waist of like 28. I'm 5'6", but my waist was 38. But because I like to eat and drink and all that. But when I started to take Isagenix products seriously, I started changing my body. And as you know, my now pictures, I got waist of 32, 33, and lost 20 pounds, and I'm healthier than ever. And also another thing I've really learned at the tender age of 58 today is I've really learned to eat correctly. Um, that's a big change. I mean, I've made a lot of money doing Isagenix, but I've guaranteed that I've extended my life, or my quality of my life has improved quite a lot. So I'm really proud to do that. And another thing I've really seen in this business with Isagenix is that a lot of people get in as a business, but even if the business doesn't continue, they continue to take the product. That's something that I've never seen before in other network marketing companies. No wonder 90% of our business is consumer buying every month. So it's Aesthetics has really done a lot for me in terms of finance, but also for me as a person and family uh, diet. I mean, it's really transformed my life, and that's my story. Thank you, Chuck.
Well, I thank you, and thank you for taking time on your birthday. It's a special day in your life, and want to let you go now and celebrate the rest of your birthday. But Kwangsu, we appreciate you. Thanks for sharing tonight.
My pleasure.
Let's go down to Bernard Young. Bernard's been a friend of mine for a long time. Bernard, you've got a very interesting, unique story. I think it will resonate with a lot of people listening to this recording and those on the line. Why don't you share your story with the Isagenix solution?
Well, Chuck, I have to say I have been around a while, and from my own personal standpoint, I've enjoyed the results of the product. I like the taste of the product. Unlike what was just said, I found that it was enjoyable, and so it was easy for me to share. I had a quick result with the product, and I know that's not indicative of everybody, but my first 4 days using the product, that is the 9-day cleanse, my wife found, she noticed that I was coming out of the kitchen, and she indicated that I had lost weight. I says, well, I don't know about that, but I feel pretty good. I got it for the energy. That's where I got involved. Why I got involved with this was for the energy. But lo and behold, I looked and weighed myself on the scales, and 6 pounds, I'd released, and I was impressed. I just got through, proving myself out because of my blood pressure and, checking my weight. So I knew what my weight temperance was. But nonetheless, I have not let this product go. That has been my voice talking about, the results of the product. And that is what's garnered, those that are involved with me now. So yeah, that's my story, Chuck.
Well, I think one of the unique things about your story is that you had that great experience in the very beginning, but then because you felt so much better, you've kept using the product, you've stayed around, and now you come and you see yourself almost 3 years later, you've got thousands of people on your team, and now because of the situation, these current circumstances, you're ready to start building a business. Is that correct?
That is correct, Chuck. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are going to resonate with that story. So congratulations on sticking around. And I think you're going to be very, very glad that you made this decision.
Thanks, Chuck.
Let's jump up to Farmer John in Michigan. Farmer John, I could go on for hours with you, my friend, but just share your story with everybody. What drove you to Isagenix, why you tried it in the first place, and your personal experience with it, and what you think your future holds. John, you're on mute, and I don't seem to be able to unmute you, sir. There you go.
I became at age 62, almost to the point where I could hardly do anything. I've been a farmer for 60 plus years, mechanic for most of them. I was to the point where I couldn't get up off the ground. I couldn't do hardly anything. And I had made a decision that I had to make a radical change in where I was going, because my projection was I wanted to be at least 100 years old. I want to be the oldest living person in my family. And I got some that are 96 and 98, so I got some work to do at late 60s. But anyway, I had been in the infomercial business for a while with health and wellness products. So I knew that there were things out there that could drastically change the trajectory of people's lives. And doing some research, and then I was introduced to this particular product line by you Chuck Williams, which I'm forever grateful for. And after the fourth day, my life turned around. My body became re-energized. The stiffness in my joints and muscles just kind of washed away. I could never put my hands above my head at age 62. I was about this as high as I could get my shoulders. Today, no problem. I can do jumping jacks, whatever I want to do. So the product works. And now it's my mission to share that story because I know that the nutritional value of the foods that we as farmers produce and the people buy in the grocery store cannot sustain a life to 100. That's maybe 1 out of 100 people. And all of agriculture is going through such a change in the last 60, 70, 80 years that's not sustainable anymore. There's too many resources being wasted on the food production in this world, and it's not food that's really good for us. It doesn't meet our essential needs that we need every day. 40% of our food is wasted, goes into landfills. With this product line, we can eliminate that 40%. We won't be wasting our food. We can be more responsible in creating a product that will make people healthy, not only today, but far as like Kwangsoo said, as far in as you want to go. I mean, I've turned my life back at least 20 years. And I know now that there's no reason why I can't live gracefully to 100. And I thank you very much, Chuck Williams, for introducing me to this product.
Well, that's the key. You're going to have a lot of people thanking you as you have introduced this product too, because it is life-changing. Speaking of life-changing, I've got my friend Steve Williamson, and I saw you there, and we used to call you Papa Snores a lot. I thought you were going to fall asleep on my presentation here tonight. That's unusual. You're usually energetic and fired up, buddy. Come on. No, we have a lot of fun. Steve and I become good friends over the last couple of years since I've known him. But Steve, you have a pretty amazing story. You're on mute, so either unmute yourself or I'll try to. But share your story with us, my friend.
Oh, I guess it started a little over 18 months ago when we met at the gym. and then seen each other at church 2 days later, and then you put these products in front of me. 282 pounds, weighed this morning 222 pounds. So 60 pounds gone, and I'd be afraid to guess how much muscle I've put on while I've lost this fat, which is my favorite thing about the Isagenix products is they all work synergistically together. I'm using the 2 shakes now, and I don't know how many people are out there tonight, but the shakes are saving me during these stay-at-home deals for the fact that if not, I would be eating so much food that I would gain my weight. But with the shake, I drink my shake in the morning and I'm good. I don't need anything till dinner. And but yeah, I just with the shakes, and then after I started doing the shakes and losing the weight, you told me about the performance line, and it's all that working together over a period of time, and I feel better than I did when I was 40, and I turned 58 in just a couple months. So I can't say enough about the shakes and performance line.
And you're actually training for a black belt as we speak, aren't you?
Yeah, my 3rd degree. I was in the garage doing katas this morning.
And before you and I met, was that even a possibility?
I never thought I'd be doing anything again. We're talking 5 years ago. If I let too much laundry accumulate, I had to have my daughter carry my basket up because my back. But with the help of the good Lord and these products and losing the weight has allowed me just to almost do anything again.
Yeah.
And Isagenesis too. I mean, I take it twice a day, and in the energy for me, it defies age.
It really does. Now, one thing I like you to address real quick is you've had experience with diets. This is not a diet. This is a new lifestyle for you. But tell the people some of the different diets you've been on and what those results have accomplished for you.
Oh, I probably lost 1,000 pounds in the last 25 years, but I gained 1,200. But me and a buddy at work, about the same stature as we did every diet that came down the pike. Cabbage soup diet, Atkins diet, then you name it, we did it. I'd always lose 40, 50 pounds and then go off the diet, and then I'd gain usually all that back plus 10. I did Slim 180. I got down to 224 pounds. Gained all the weight plus 10 more back within 3 months of going off that diet. Isagenix became it's just the way I live now. I think because when you learn when you feel how good nutrition makes you feel, when you're getting proper nutrition, which you do when you're using the shakes and all their different products all work synergistically together to make you the best you can be. And when you can drink 240 calories and get such a supercharged meal, so dense in nutrition, it just makes you feel great. And when you get used to that, you don't want to go off it. I mean, and I've tried. If I want to stabilize, I don't want to lose weight, I'll just do 1 shake a day. But then sometimes that's hard because I'll end up using my second shake as a snack just because I like them. Especially when you're not trying to lose weight and you can start throwing a lot of frozen fruit and stuff in there. I mean, best thing out there in my opinion.
Yeah, you're a walking, talking billboard, buddy. I appreciate you. And, this has kind of been a call of guys in their late 50s, early 60s. And, it's for all ages. You'll find young people. You'll find 70% of people, probably 80% of people in Isagenix are women. So there's all different types of people. But I thought it'd be good to have a good sampling of men who are baby boomers, because there's a whole group of us out there that need this. And my story's not much different than the other guys. I got exposed to the product. I wanted to lose some fat, and I shed 23 pounds in a very short period of time. And it was pretty amazing because at this stage of my life, it wasn't easy like it used to be. And so when I shed that weight, I was down to my high school football weight, and I was amazed. I mean, I'm talking about being down to 188 pounds. I went from a 38 to a 34 waist. I went from an extra large to a medium shirt, and it was just crazy. And I knew I wasn't going back. And so I literally gave away my entire wardrobe. And I had been on diets before when there's no way I would have done that, because in the back of my mind, I knew eventually I'd need those clothes again. But this time I knew I was not going back. And so I got rid of all of them. I went out and bought a whole new wardrobe, all mediums, all 34s. And then I got turned on to the performance products. And I started ripping those mediums out, man. It was awesome. The performance products, like Steve was saying, they're just incredible. They allow you to work out longer and harder. They give you more energy. They're absolutely amazing. And so Steve and I have become workout buddies and just great friends. And I'll tell you, we have the opportunity to give people more life physically. I love the way Kwangsoo said that. Not only have we extended his life, and most likely, but we've also added to the quality of that life. We're not the old guys walking around with walkers and in wheelchairs and not able to run around. I know Steve runs around chasing his grandkids. So do I. I've got as much energy today as I did when I was in my mid-20s, early 30s. And to me, at 58 years old, that's amazing. And what is that worth? It's worth a fortune. But there's also a huge income opportunity here. Because of the way the Isagenix structure is set up, you only have two teams to build, a right team and a left team. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details of the compensation plan. We have videos to do that. I just want you to know that over the course of time, if you steadily and consistently expose this to people, you're going to get customers that join your team. As those customers have a good experience, some of them are going to stay just customers forever. Some are going to quit. That just happens. It's just life. It's business. But some are going to actually introduce this to other customers. And because of the way this is set up, this is not some multi-level program where you only get paid down through a certain number of levels. The way Isagenix has set this up in your two teams, you get paid down through infinite number of levels. Now, anytime you get paid down through infinite number of levels, there has to be a cap to make that work. In our case, that cap is what they call 250 cycles. Again, I'm not even going to go into the details of what a cycle is tonight. The person who invites you to watch this, they can help you with that. I just want you to know that there's two huge opportunities here. Number one, to be in the best shape and health of your life and to have an extended quality life. That's one thing we're offering here with these Isagenix products. We don't claim to cure, treat any kind of disease or anything like that. All we do is we tell you, put the right nutrition in your body and watch your body do miraculous things that God made it to do. On the flip side of this is an income opportunity. We actually get paid to share with people something we're super excited about and would share anyway, even if we weren't getting paid. But we get compensated through the most incredible referral marketing system that's ever been designed by Jim Coover predominantly, with some help of some extra experts. As long as I've been involved, it's only 3 years. They've never taken anything away other than just to replace it with something better. And so this compensation plan, the core of it is absolutely essential. I've been in this industry 25 years now. I was looking at my past just recently, so I was updating my LinkedIn profile, and I've been the number one incomer with 4 different companies. But that doesn't matter if those companies don't last. You've got to get with a company that's going to last. And that's what we have with Isagenix. We have a legacy company here. But it's not too late. It's not like those 80, 90, 100-year-old companies where the momentum's gone. They're just in the maturity phase of their growth. We are in the hyper momentum growth. We've gone up like a rocket. We've leveled out for a while. We've dipped down a little bit, and now we're getting ready to take off like a rocket again. How do I know that? Because the bulk of the business is eventually going to be international. And right now, almost all of our business is in the United States. What does that mean to us here locally? It means there's a huge opportunity here in the United States. Huge. Most of the people in your area have never heard of Isagenix. If they have, they don't have a real understanding of what it is. Secondly, worldwide, this opportunity hasn't even scratched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to potential. There will be people joining Isagenix in the next year or two that end up making $1 million a year that haven't even got in the business yet. There are already over 20 people right now making over $1 million a year. There's well over 300 people that have earned $1 million with Isagenix. Now, whenever you state things like that, you always have to give a disclaimer because it does take hard work and there's no guarantee of your success. The only thing that is guaranteed is the compensation plan is no respecter of person. If you do the work, if you create the volume, you will get paid. And you will get paid every week. Diane was going through some old folders the other day, and she came out with a folder and she showed me some checks from a previous company I was a part of. And between those checks and checks they did not pay me that I earned, there was $30,000 that I never got to cash and never got to receive because that company didn't make it. It happens in business. It happens with traditional business. It happens with network marketing companies. But you got to align yourself with the right company that has the right future. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Isagenix. And so you've heard from 5 of us guys here tonight. We all totally believe in the product. A couple of us have already made a lot of money with Isagenix. And all 3 of the other guys that spoke are in position to make a lot of money if they do the work. That's one nice thing about this. If they do the work, they're going to make the money. And the same opportunity is available for you. Number 1, take care of your health. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So take care of your health with Isagenix. And number 2, plug into this compensation plan and watch the rewards for you and your family and those you get to bless. So Kwangsoo, Bernard, John, Steve, I want to thank all you guys for joining me tonight. If you're watching this presentation, what are you waiting for? Get back with the person who invites you. Get plugged in. You just get set up as a customer. It's easy. They'll help you get on the products. You get the products in your body. You start to have a good experience. People start to ask you, what in the world did you do? And then you learn how to share this professionally to where you can build a business if you want to. God bless you, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.